तो हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे इस चैनल में जिसका नाम है रेडियर गेमिंग। और आ चुके हैं हम अगले भाग में भारी दुनिया के, जिसमें हम पता लगा रहे हैं हेलिकन हेलेन के मर्डर का राज। किसने मारा उसे, ठीक है ना। रूथ बेलमी नाम भी उसी का था। तो इसके बाद हमने भाई लगभग हमारे को मिल चुके हैं द प्रोडक्टिविटी क्वीन, जिसमें उसने कहा है कि मैंने मारा है उसे। उसके बाद सर पे मारा है लेकिन वो उठ के भाग गई, तो इसका मतलब है इसने भी नहीं मारा एक तरह से। और पॉइजन से भी नहीं, ये बात हमें पीछे पता लगी एपिसोड में, अगर आपने ध्यान से देखा हो पिछले एपिसोड्स में, कि उससे पॉइजन से भी नहीं मरी है। अब बात की बचता है तो मेरे ख्याल प्लाज्मा ही बचता है भाई मेरे। तो भाई हमें नहीं पता टू बी एग्जैक्टली इससे भी नहीं मरी है, इससे भी नहीं मरी है, तो शायद इससे मरी हो। बाकी अब जाके पता लगेगा क्या है। फास्ट ट्रेवल आ गया भाई, आना जाना बच गया भाई मेरे। ओके, चलो भाई।
Why, it's the inspector. Good on you, making a proper. You would not believe how many
हाँ जी।
times that ladder's come in handy. Why ladders do not come standard in all offices is. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume.
लेटर, फर्स्ट आई वांट एन explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
बताओ। I had a run-in with some slug agents. I had a run-in with some slugs agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did thugs get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly, whoever behind this want to pit up against slugs, somebody out there trying to smear.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that.
Presumably, Ludovic, more than anyone, given your work relationship. Gosh, could it possibly be the administration traitor? Hard. If you have authority, spit it out.
Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like. I don't want to accuse anyone without hard evidence, though it may be worth noting Ludovico has. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Actually, let's hear
Let's
it.
see. That night, I was. Ah, torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you?
Where would I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd
अच्छा,
be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
then how am I supposed to trust anything you say?
It's as I said. You should. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen death is net loss for Slug. I'm not sure, but if you do have a motive, I'm going to uncover. Bet you'll be making mega killing selling tickets to her funeral.
If you do, be sure to drop by and regale. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but You may very well want to. This particular items are disappearing from slug storage and before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about if that's your concern. As to this,
ये साला
before
बड़ा
you
वो है,
ask, I know the
हरामजादा
difference
सा है।
between cargo going missing and
जैसे इसके पत्ते ना
cargo
सारे
going
टाइट
missing.
हैं, मतलब कि
This is the latter.
ये तुम्हारे पत्ते तो देख पा रहा है, लेकिन तुम इसके पत्ते नहीं
I'm
जान
not
पाओगे कि क्या
sure.
है
I'm only
सामने फेंकने
confident
के
there
बाद
is
भी।
one. That the theft began mere days before Helen's. I'm not.
Really dump luck done a lot for me.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing
हाँ
to unspeakably mangle the
हाँ, बस इसी काम के लिए तो हूँ मैं। I say this once, whoever behind this going to jail, not to you.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back. Was there something... Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident? It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Eridanos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable
वो जो
Keene's
हमें
passing. When
मरी
you
पड़ी
find
मिली
her
थी ना वहाँ
killer,
पर ऑफिस में।
please be certain to make them... We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it... Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
You were drinking what is? I can't tell if you're bullshitting on me or not.
Honestly, I'm not. Hand to the architect. Maria loved a zero-G. But let's discuss something else. Do you... The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused. An excellent deduction, Inspector. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted sublet to had Lou wanted Lou's an administrator.
This can't be it, can it?
My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
You did still what was rightfully his.
Do you think power belongs to those who submit the proper paperwork requesting it? Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
Is this a part where you cackle and reveal your evil grand plan? Why would you care about what the board thinks?
Because one day soon, Sublight will obtain a seat on it. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
But you admitted to her that you are tortured a man.
Not in front of witnesses, I didn't.
ये ना, ये साला बड़वा कॉकी है बहुत ज़्यादा।
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
देखें भाई।
This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Speak into the bug. You can talk.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, the area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number.
It's not very dusty. Then.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
वहाँ जाते हैं भाई मेरे, जहाँ दे रखी है रिसीवर की लोकेशन. पहले उससे मिल लो यार. अंदर जाना पड़ेगा सब लाइट के. बहुत सारे ऐसे नाम है जो कभी कभी समझ ही नहीं आते.
Hi there. Sorry, this area. Sorry about that. I'll buzz. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Wonder how many of these boxes fell off the back of the loader.
ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा. ये रही.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been... Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like?
और हम है
Solved
नहीं वो.
any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Why don't you focus on solving this cargo theft?
Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help. That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts... I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice?
Sounds like entrepreneur. I think the criminal mind is strange and unknowable.
Usually it's just after money, or mine is anyway.
Then there's the most recent theft.
ये कौन था भाई?
5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sad.
It's both. Maybe. I see what you mean about there is nothing.
I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep enough of those in stock. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even... Best I can figure, it's probably getting... As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe there is a problem with Automax. Could Benton have anything to do with it?
Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he... It won't bother him any if you have a look yourself, though. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so... Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps.
बताओ, यहाँ तो कुछ है नहीं. देखिए एक बारी. इसमें बस अब हमारे पास यह है फाइंड द बग. नीचे भागो फिर से। एक तो चोरियां चकारियां चल रही दवा के यहाँ, और इन्हें खुद नहीं पता कि कौन कर रहा कौन नहीं कर रहा। अच्छा, बेकार में मैं अंदर से जाता कहीं फंस जाता। वो गायब हो गया बर्टी यहाँ से, पता नहीं कहाँ गया होगा।
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device. Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus,
साला
the
लैट्रिन में ही
receiver has been
छोड़
present
के
since
चला गया।
approximately a week before Helen's death. Timeline discrepancy detected
Reminder,
nearby.
this unit is worth more than your entire extended family.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The
Achha.
standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target.
इसकी कोडिंग खराब है इसका मतलब।
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully. How can this automechanical assist? Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked. Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user. Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
What's on the data log you just
The
ejected?
ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6875
6875.
outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
Thanks. Now I believe I owe you a fight.
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Kill mode re-engaged.
They're on us.
अबे साले, साले सब मार दिए इन्होंने। चलो भाई, उड़ जाओ उड़ जाओ, सुबह होगी। वापस उसी के पास जाना है क्या? हाँ। देखिए भाई क्या करता है ये मनहूस प्राणी।
Inspector. Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell
You got a serious security problem.
what makes you say that? Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover up.
So, our culprit had some. I must say, Inspect. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it. Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you...
Sure. And whoever the device belongs is that.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
अच्छा. Intelligent. I get it. She died before she could deactivate the Mac. Helen can't be behind this app.
Yes, I do realize that. Thank you. You'll recall the thefts began in the week leading up to her death. Plenty of time to hack an automechanical and program it to steal. She must have died before she could turn it off. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal. You helped her make money. First loss. You mean nobody deeds unpunished.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
It seems you have found your motive.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon... If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas...
That's for me stood. Or maybe you did know. Show for my bad.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot.
चलो भाई स्किल खुल गया. क्या बढ़ाया जाए भाई? कंपेनियन स्किल बोनस. तो भाई इसके बाद हमारे पास आ चुके हैं. इसको भी रिपोर्ट करना है. सारे ही रिपोर्ट करने हैं अब हमने लुडिको को कि है कौन. चलो भाई फटाफट. अभी हमें ये तो पता नहीं है कि कौन होगा मर्डरर. इतनी बात करके दिमाग पक गया. साला एक्शन इतना है नहीं जितनी बात कर करके पक गया दिमाग. यहाँ पर भी हम सेव करेंगे भाई. चलो भाई हमने सेव कर लिया. अब देखते हैं भाई इससे बात करके क्या आता है.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead.
हाँ.
Please tell me it isn't true.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used
The
needler.
needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
हाँ जी.
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible. Make them
I've completed my.
excellent.
The poison was none other than Owen's lie. ठीक है. No. They covered their attack too well. अब क्या करा जाए भाई मेरे.
Bellhop Owens, recently deceased, at least. I suppose we'll never know. In any, I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her...
I know who. क्या करना चाहिए भाई.
closely.
I'm about to disappoint you. He got an alibi.
Of course. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was...
He was torturing a guy rather than that. I can see past that alibi. Helen was making money off Cedric. I doubt he was a motive to kill her.
No motive? That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a... Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. Ms. Leva earned that title, but... So, tell me, what did you find?
He really wants to be arrested. I think she's a fraud and a cheat.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leader. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Maybe she need to be detained until I'm done with my study. I'm still considered my options, but no, I doubt she did. A reasonable candidate. She either did or she did.
Of course, Inspector, you know that's what I meant.
Maybe she needs to be detained. I'm still.
I'll bear that in mind.
Interrogo tortoise.
Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
अब देखें भाई क्या मिशन आया. ठीक है भाई, पर हम इस सबसे पहले ये बढ़ाएंगे भाई स्किल सेट अपना. और इसके बाद पर्क्स में जाओ भाई। अब हम करेंगे भाई फाइनली, हमने तीनों की जो जो हमें चीज़ें पता लगी तीनों की हमने बता दिया है, ठीक है ना, कि सेड्रिक क्या कर रहा था, सोफिया कांडे क्या कर रही थी, और वो जो एक और था उसके बारे में। लेकिन अब हम
Inspector, I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector.
बर्टी हॉलकॉम, जैस्मिन लेवी द प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, यू डिड।
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
ओ प्लीज, आई नो यू आर गिल्टी फ्रॉम द।
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to
गुस्सा
deliver
दिला दिया भाई इसे तो।
results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
You sound pretty defensive, Ludovico. Got something to hide? Yes, all because I've solved the murder. It was you.
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
Wait. I don't need proof. The entire scene is farce. क्या करा जाए?
Are you insane, or do you take me for a fool? Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And
The
killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
inspector, huh? I thought you said your services are no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of... Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission.
Okay. So you guys should help him out.
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after
ये
Mr. Ludovico.
इसके बारे में मैंने
We
पढ़ा था,
need to
देखो
catch
थोड़ा
up
सा
to him.
डीएलसी के बारे
Fast.
में कि
I guess, if we have to.
हो सकता है कि
Getting kind of tired of kicking my
ये
heels up
आपको
in
ना
the penthouse all
मिशन
day.
मतलब जो है आप किसी को भी करोगे
All right.
ये वाला मिशन
I got
चालू हो
nothing
जाएगा।
going on. We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait and see approach.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
तो भाई ये मिशन आना था, हम किसी को भी करते हैं ये मिशन आना था, इसके बारे में मैंने थोड़ा सा पढ़ा था। तो सीधी बात है, अब हमें जाना होगा नीचे। सीधा बाहर निकाल भाई। देख के भाई जाके। अच्छा यहाँ पर बिल्कुल अलग जगह पर। ये चीज होनी थी भाई। हम किसी को भी एक्यूज करते ना तो यही ट्रांसमिशन खराब हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया। और ये देखो खड़े हैं लप्पू झन्ने, इन्हें कुछ नहीं पता, इनके मालिक की गांड फट रही। जब ज़्यादा बातचीत वाली गेम होती है ना, कभी भी सोचता है यार आदमी क्या करे बताओ। हमने इतनी बातचीत करी, पता लगाने में ही हमारी गैंड लग गई। इसने मारा, उसने मारा, सोफिया कांडे ने मारा, सेड्रिक ने मारा, इसने मारा। देखते हैं आप, शायद पता लग जाए हमें किसने मारा। अबे बहन के किस तरह हंस रही। मर गई, तबाह होगी। स्माइल।
Ooh, this is heavenly.
देखे भाई, शायद अब हमें पता लग जाए हेलिकन हेलन को किसने टपकाया। ओके, इसकी भी दद्दी चुदी पड़ी है, इसे हम खोल नहीं सकते। जूस पी लो। हेलो फ्रेंड्स, जूस पी लो। ओ भैया,
You know, they say joy and happiness. It's really more like a dull
तो जाना कहाँ से है भाई, ये तो बताओ
Things
मुझे।
are fucked. But you have enough spectrum and stop caring for a little bit.
ये यहाँ जाना ही नहीं था साला, है? वहाँ पर भी कुछ नहीं है, तो जाना कहाँ है भाई? बाहर ही चलो। चलो भाई। अरे कोई फ्रेंड फ्रूंड नहीं है, तुम्हारी मैया की चूत। फ्रेंड बनूंगा तुम्हारा मैं। अरे चलो भाई, हम पहुंच रहे हैं हेलिकन हेलन के मर्डर के पास, मुझे ऐसा लगता। ओके, तबाही मच रखी यहाँ तो। ओ, ये तो हेलिकन हेलन नहीं है खुद ही।
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later,
अरे
Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm
ये
so
तो
glad
जिंदा
he's
है।
still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
Oh, is that Ludovico are here? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation? I saw this coming. No, that's a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the
बिल्कुल, हमें भी
Acorn
बताओ,
industry.
हमने अपनी गांड मरवाई है
Halcyon Helen
इतनी देर
was
से।
never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister,
बेलिंडा।
Belinda.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling.
हाँ
Can
जी।
you imagine the parents?
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
ओके, what plan are you talking about? You used me to pin the murderer or someone else?
My plan to save Halcyon. I'm
अच्छा,
not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
ओहो,
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life
ओके
forms.
ओके
They
ओके ओके।
belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host. A bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not similar. I've seen the way the infected behave. That doesn't sound too bad. And then
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state,
वो जो
the
साले हंसते नहीं रहते
relationship
गुद्दी के
between
पास आते
symbiote
हैं,
and host
ये वो
is
करना
perfectly
चाह रहा था,
harmless.
ये हरामजादा है
Listen
लुडविको.
to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this
हमने
colony's
सही
only
जने को
chance at
मर्डर
real
करार करा था भाई.
happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the lab. You killed intelligence. You killed the Rangers mascot. I'll be the judge of that. What are you talking about?
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I know you killed the Ranger mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for him. Just how many have you killed, Helen? I found him.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do.
Acha.
I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy
वो
for
साले
every
एलियन
colonist
गुद्दी पे
in
काट लेते हैं और
Halcyon.
उसके बाद
We can make
वो
that happen.
हंसता चेहरा दिखता है उनका. All right, ancestor. I'm with you, Helen. But once we get out... Wait, Helen.
You want me to explain my grand plan in the middle of a climax? We've talked enough.
I'm with you, Lau. But only because I want to see... I'm helping her.
It's a deal.
Couldn't agree more. The last
बिल्कुल.
thing this colony needs is
लूडो.
more grinning idiots.
हाँ
We
बिल्कुल.
don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
चलो भाई. और ये हमारा एक और स्किल बढ़ गया भाई. स्किल क्या बात होगी. स्किल की तो भरमार सी होगी हमारे पास. क्या बढ़ा है भाई. 60 60 60 पे सारे हैं. इसको छोड़ के। चलो भाई, अब लुडविको की पिछवाड़ा तोड़ते हैं। इसकी दारू की बोतलें, मतलब साला लुडविको एलियन के थ्रू सबको वो करना चाहता था, ग्रीन वाली भी बीमारी लगाना, हंसते रहो पागल की तरह। चलो भाई, कहाँ गई है ये रही। अबे किधर से जाना है? अरे यही तो है। उधर जाना है भाई, गलत जगह जा रहा था मैं। चलो चलो चलो।
Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
I'm helping you because Ludovico has to be stopped. You and I are not.
This entire complex has been exposed to
कितनी
those
सेक्सी है,
parasites.
क्यों फ्रेंड नहीं बनेंगे हम
Only
इसके?
knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy.
इसलिए तो वो कई लोग सर पकड़ के नाश्ते में पीछे भागते हैं हमारे।
Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
साइंस।
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move. Not here. See you soon, Inspector.
तो भाई यहाँ से तो बच के निकल गए हम। देखते हैं भाई। भाई ये तो ट्विस्ट ही ट्विस्ट आ गया। ये तो ट्विस्ट ही ट्विस्ट हो गया भाई, मेरे स्टोरी में ट्विस्ट ही हो गया गजब वाला, जिसे बोलते हैं। मतलब हम सोच रहे थे हेलिकन हेलन मर गई है, लेकिन उसकी ट्विन बहन सिस्टर वो मरी थी। ट्विन सिस्टर बेलिंडा मर गई थी, और ये लुडविको ही हरामखोरी कर रहा है। ये पैरासाइट लगाना चाहता है सबको, और इस चक्कर में सारी तबाही मच रखी है बढ़िया वाली करके। हमने तो लुडविको पे इनाम लगाया था इसकी बहन के डिनर का। लेकिन भाई उसी के साथ साथ हम आ चुके हैं इस वीडियो के अंत पे। तो भाई इस वीडियो को करेंगे हम यही फुवारे के सामने समाप्त। मिलूंगा मैं अगली वीडियो में। अगर नए आए हो तो लाइक करें, कमेंट करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, और आके देखेंगे भाई इस हेलन वाले DLC में होता क्या है। ठीक है भाई, नए आए तो सब कर दो भाई मेरे। मिलता हूँ अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय।